Hello, Dove family. My name is Justo Jektish from Dove Church in Lima, Peru. God is on the move in our church, Heroes 21. What is Jesus doing? Jesus is building his church. One of our values is your first church is your family. Thanks for this crisis, we are empowering parents to minister at their own families. Now, in my country, it's illegal to make parties at houses, but not the familiar meetings. My wife and I continue ministering to one-on-one through phone and social network live shows. But the more powerful is that various of our leaders has started their own shows on social networks. Our strategy for this crisis is that every member can and must reach out to their friends offline and online, not to bring people to live shows, but they serve to disciple inside their influence circle. Like a lead pastor, I'm becoming a machine training of disciples that make disciples. I have converted the 12 books of Biblical Foundation by Larry Crater in a 24 hours and 7 days discipleship school online, like a tool for disciples that make disciples. I enjoy for that. Thanks for watching and please support us in prayer.
My name is Rachel and this is my husband Mark. We are the leaders of DAF Tanzania. We've been here for close to 3 years now and God has been doing some great things here.
The beginning of our time was kind of preparation. It seemed kind of sleepy, not really much happening, but God was preparing us, getting things ready. And just over a year ago, August last year, we started meeting. In the beginning, there were just kind of 4 or 5 of us. We didn't even have the chairs for who we had and ended up sitting on the table and stuff, but we had an amazing time. And now a year later, we have regularly up to 25 people meeting in our sitting room every week. Kind of 4 or 5 times a week because we meet together quite often. It's very much like family, which is absolutely wonderful. And God has really been on the move. It's kind of gone different from what we expected. And now we've got groups in 5 different areas, which is incredible, including a place called Lesotho, which is about 150 kilometers from here up in the mountains, and mainly a Muslim community. And to see what God is doing there is incredible, and people giving their lives to Jesus. Recently we were able to start another group in this area, as well as discipling people. We're training leaders, and one of the guys has got a group meeting next to where he lives. And just what God has done there in the last month to 6 weeks is amazing. The first day we had 25 turn up, and a few weeks after we were away ministering somewhere, and our son Steve took the meeting, and we were so thrilled because at the end of the night we got a message saying 5 had given their lives to Jesus, and one of those was a Muslim. You know, this is a highly Muslim area, and that's why God's brought us here. We want to win everybody for Jesus. So it's a real blessing. God is doing things, he's changing lives. We're seeing people have their lives transformed, seeing them being baptized, seeing them become part of a family and committed, and we're very, very blessed.
Yeah, sure. God is on the move in Tanzania, that's for sure. And God has been speaking on how he wants to bring revival in Africa through Tanzania. Recently also, less than a month ago, began a women's group, and we meet an average of 20 of us, And these women, some of them are drunkards, some of them have been prostitutes, some of them, very needy people, but a mix. And we are seeing God changing their lives. The vision there is to empower them, economically and spiritually and all that, edify them, encourage them, and have their lives change. So we are very, very grateful that God is doing that, and we really covet your prayers. We covet your love, and we are so grateful for your concern and your commitment to stand with us. God bless you all so much.
Amen.
Hi, Dove family. I'm Ralph and my wife Rebecca, and we have a program in Kenya called Hope for Widows, and we are looking after widows, trying to get them medical services and food, and widows with orphans. They have their grandkids. So, Rebecca.
Hey, so we just wanted to share just a little testimony of how God is moving in this small village called Manda in West Kenya. In 2013, Ralph and I visited this village, and we really felt that God was stirring in us to be his hands and feet to help these widows and their grandchildren, orphans that they are trying to raise. So we've seen God's hand moving in great ways, where we now have 3.5 acres, title deed. We have dairy unit, we have a drilled well, we have solar satellite, as well as wired electricity. And God is just, last week, we got the great news that the local county government is coming and going to help us expand our projects to help these widows. And even a bank is stepping forward to give us a grant. So God, we just praise you and thank you for the way that you're moving in this tiny village.
Absolutely, and continue praying for us. We're so grateful. We could just keep talking forever. There's so many things God's doing amazingly.
Yes.
And so our program of Hope for Widows is changing and growing, and we just can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Yes, and just be blessed and continue to pray for our ministry, because there is power in prayer. So thanks again, guys, and Barakiwe.